and I have to let the man know is we are peaceful people. We are loving people. We love everybody who loves us. But we don't love anybody who doesn't love us. We're nonviolent with people who are nonviolent with us. But we are not nonviolent with anyone who is violent with us.
History, life in quarantine, nowhere to hide, it's worldwide. We can agree to disagree, but it don't matter now. This is life. We can chill face to face and debate what is fact and what has been a lie. We can pull every card and go hard with the truth, yet be brutalized. When it's all said and done, what we have and what we want won't bring back a life. All we really need to do is hang on and speak life.
To bring about the complete independence of people of African descent here in the Western Hemisphere, and first here in the United States, and bring about the freedom of these people by any means necessary.
In every way, let the people see, let them see, and make sure you know you're right. Oh, when you speak, don't believe, no, this is your defeat. Don't incriminate your mind. Without that hand, when it's all said and done, what we have and what we want won't bring back a life. All we really need to do is stand strong and speak life. It's your life. Come on. Will you fight? It's time.
But when someone attacks you, when someone comes at you with a club, when someone comes at you with a rope, when someone comes at you with a gun, despite the fact that you've done nothing, he tells you, suffer peacefully. Pray for those who use you despitefully. Be long-suffering. And how long can you suffer after suffering for 400 years?
Can y'all see me? Can you hear me? What's good? Let me make sure I can see the comments, because y'all need to let me know if y'all can hear me and if y'all can see me. Okay? Y'all see I got my guests over here. What's good, y'all? I'm the one, the only one, Jackie B. So excited here. This is my second interview. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves in a little bit. Before we get any further into it, if you haven't, please make sure, excuse me, getting over a cold, but please make sure you follow me everywhere at Speak Life Talks. The handle is at Just Speak Life, but I am Speak Life Talks everywhere. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend and hop their asses on in. Comment. Make sure you let me know who you are so that I can shout you out. We have a really dope show tonight. I'm excited. And again, yeah, welcome to the show. Okay, Eddie, shout out to Eddie Williams. He said he hear and see us. Perfect. What I like to do, if you were ever listening to my audio podcast, like this is Friday, so y'all know it's a vibe, right? But we ain't gonna like do too much music because it's all about my special guest tonight. So I decided to go ahead and like haters. I got haters in my hateration, okay? I just went and grabbed a couple videos, to set the tone. We're gonna always start it off with my homegirl. Shout out to Kia Rat Princess, Milwaukee grown, Milwaukee's own. We gotta go with It's a Vibe. So let's vibe on that, y'all.
Right
It is all wait. Hold on. Okay. Whoo, Jesus. I thought it was about to happen again. There's always a vibe when we on Jackie V Show on Speak Life Talks. For those who don't know, Speak Life started in 2017 as just a hashtag. I would go on other people's. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, okay. So I would go on other people's page when I seen them like speaking like speaking real facts on like just everyday life topics. I would just like hit them up and I would hashtag speak life. I later on down the line ended up changing the spelling of life to LYFE, and that is acronym for Let Your Faith Evolve. At the end of the day, no matter what it is, no matter what you're doing in life, it's all about evolving, and it's all about evolving your faith. Doesn't matter what walk you are on when it comes to what you believe in. I will never disregard and disrespect your choices and what you believe in. But as long as you're evolving and you're becoming better than the person you were before, that's all I matter. That's all I care about. Okay. So we're going to play one more video, and then we're going to get into my guest, Khing Ceaze, and this beautiful lady next to him who feels like I'm just good enough for the behind the scenes. All that bullshit. Anyway, so we got my homegirl, Elaine Essential, with Everyday Love. Make sure, look, I'm tagging everybody's information on the stat too, so that you can go follow them. You can check them out because they have music somewhere everywhere. Yeah, so this is Elaine Essential with Everyday Love. Everyday love. Everyday love. Whenever it plays love.
Is this thing on? Let's go. Every day ain't complete. But it sure has a sunset. Yeah. At times we all need a shoulder to cry on and say do your best. Yeah. Every day around the way. Just smile, and do my thing out loud. This is my year. I'm breaking all the chains of fear and hate. Yeah. Keep sleeping if you want to. Soul empowerment music continue. Oh, and on and on.
See, I start all my greetings off with peace, bro. Too many of my peoples is deceased, bro. And I don't even got a piece, though. I just be easy when I'm moving through these streets, blocks. Ain't no stopping what I once was, and can't change where I come from. No, but every day's a clean slate. It's always my day, bro, cause I get everyday love. Yeah. It's your boy S. King. Yeah. And that girl Essential. Hey.
Shine so bright, yeah. Everyday love.
All right. We are back. I'm glad you guys are tuned in. I got my guest. I got some of his music playing in the background too. It's all about you tonight. How you doing?
I'm good.
Introduce yourself right here.
Independent recording artist, photographer, videographer, graphic designer. I can't hear the audio.
They can't hear. They said it. Hold on. Try it again.
Okay.
Hey y'all. Mom, let us know if you can hear us now. How y'all doing? We back. We starting over. Hold on. I got a phone too. Let me see if I can. I can hear. It's probably delayed on her end. That may be, or tell her to turn it up. So again, I keep calling him my artist. He's not my artist. He's my brother. So like we go way back. This is Milwaukee, Wisconsin, right here. Like right from the hard-headed ass days. Like okay, Eddie said he can hear us. Shout out to Eddie Williams. Thank you for tuning in. Again, this is Khing Ceaze, my brother, business partner. Like we share so much when it comes to this industry because we have our walks of life. Beautiful have Miss J. I'm saying your name right? Yes, ma'am. What's your name on Instagram?
Nana _Love.
She said Nana.
NENA
_. LOVE 99. So make sure y'all follow her because she likes to be behind the scenes for some reason. I don't understand, but okay, yeah.
She the other set of eyes, man.
She the other set of eyes.
She see everything I don't see, man. I mean, a lot of the time when you in front of the camera or on stage, like, there's a lot of things that she might miss. And it's good to have a second set of eyes.
That's true. I'll be glad when I can get those second set of eyes and I ain't gotta run this shit while I talk my shit. Okay? But guess what? We handling it nonetheless. So hey.
You got a platform, bro.
Hey. Bro, where do we start? Like
Day one. It was I reached out. I've always been
my bougie juice.
I've always been a risk taker. And Jackie was one of the artists in Milwaukee who had developed her following, and I respected that. So I reached out one day on Facebook and I just asked her, I'm like, yo, what does it really take to develop a music presence in the city? And she kept it 100. She was like, bro, just keep going. Like, if you need advice, reach out. And my first offer for a video shoot was her video. I ran. I wasn't even lie.
Let me click these heels on my fingers right quick, right?
But I say ran.
So,
I'm talking about showed up. First off, I wasn't even dressed for the video. Like, I didn't know.
It didn't matter because he was gonna be shirtless. Okay, so here's how it happened, right? My single, that was 2014. It was literally he had just got back. I was prepping to come. 2015 to be exact. But okay, so my single was Male Function, literally Male Function, and it was dedicated to men who denied their liking for plus size women. It's on YouTube. Y'all can go check that out. Shout out to 40 Mil Rhythmatics. They actually produced that track for me. And I actually wrote the treatment for the song. And he was going to be my leading guy. He was supposed to be my leading guy.
I was a kid.
He was a kid. And
this shit. Like, I'm new to the music scene, all this shit. Like, I show up, I see Baloo, I see Nat. I'm like, oh, this is a real video.
Man, shout out to Too Much Movement. They changed their name now. I don't know what their name is on here, but it was Antoine and it was Baloo. Like,
shout out to Ness, shout out to Lil, man. Shout out to the whole everybody that was doing their thing in that
man, 2000,
period.
I say 2013, 14 was some heavy hitting. Those were some heavy
In
ass
Milwaukee,
hitting years. Like
motherfuckers really
we
like
hit
breaking
the
that
ground.
mold. Like motherfuckers trying to show y'all like we develop an industry aspect.
Exactly. And I'm proud of where Milwaukee is right now,
Yeah,
considering
shout out Milwaukee.
so much that so many of the legends in Milwaukee had to go through to get Milwaukee to the point of where it is now. So I'm excited to see what I see in Milwaukee, and shout out to the Bucks and 6.
Yeah,
We brought that shit home. Yes.
We got one over here that
I'm just crazy in real life.
she got me a hard time about that one.
Why?
She competitive, man. She's
Okay.
from New York, so she,
So get back to the story, but so I had Andrew Shaw. Andrew Shaw played in there, Montre Slayton, and my homegirl Amy. They all were characters in the video. He shows up. I was actually shooting one of the scenes already, and he was meeting with my then manager at the time. Shout out to Queen Enterprise. They were sitting in the lobby or whatever the case may be, and then before I could even meet him, because y'all, I didn't even meet him in person. I never met him in person. It was all Facebook, phone conversations.
Pop up.
Exactly. So like this would have been my initial meet and greet with Khing Ceaze. So it was like, okay, cool. Right.
That was a whole.
I get somebody coming into the room that I'm shooting in. It was like, oh, Ceaze had to leave. He got had a family emergency. I was like, oh, damn, okay, cool. So I had to make some arrangements, some other arrangements. I ended up having Chris. What's Chris' last name? I can't remember his last name. I can't remember his last name. Like you keep asking me that.
Shout out to Chris.
Right, but he ended up playing a scene in the video. I kind of threw him in there last minute. He didn't know. So, but shout out to you, Chris. I appreciate you.
Well, now you know why, brother.
Right, but yeah. So this man flaked out on me. I didn't know that's what it was until what? Top of this year?
Top of this year. I finally sat down. I told her.
He finally told me that it was because he wasn't ready. What type of shit?
Bro, I was a kid. You gotta think like I was mad.
I wasn't mad. I wasn't mad because things happen. It's understandable.
Like stepping into a new life, like
he wasn't ready.
Comfort zone. So it's like, bro, this really ain't finished.
I get it. Bro. I've been told a time or two in my life that I'm too much, or it's
just
ain't nobody ready for me. I get it. This cheese good. It's all right. But nonetheless, it was an amazing video.
All through it, I think because she hit me like, bro, you ain't even like come talking. Like after that, she really was like driving me to just keep going. Mm-hmm. And she's always put opportunities in front of me to make it happen. Like shout out Monte Carlo and the Smash event.
Yes. Oh, who can forget Smash?
Can't forget Smash.
Smash.
Big Rig, Smash, man.
Right.
Gotti, man. Shout out everybody that I'm telling you, them years was different. 2013, 2014 on the music scene in Milwaukee was different because everybody was hitting the pavement. Everybody was hitting the ground. Everybody was literally functioning in their own lane. And don't get me wrong, there were moments where, BS took place. I mean, that's what would life be without the BS within the music, right? Okay. However, we all were still functioning. We were still moving. At that time too, I was literally, and I don't even know if you really knew this, but when I was married up until about, my divorce was final that year, 2014. But, right. If this was real alcohol, this would be gone. So I'm going to sip slowly. The bougie juice, right. But no, I know, right? This pinky. Anyway, but 2011, I had literally just split up with my ex-husband, 2011, 2012. I wanted to continue the music with him because that part of our relationship was still going good.
And he was like, nah, if you feel like he felt like I was gonna be stepping on his toes. So he literally pushed me out there to the wolves, and I was scared of shit. I didn't know what I was doing because he always dealt with the business side. I'm just the writer and the singer. I'm just in the forefront. That's what I do. So I ended up taking music classes, and you guys, I mean, this is Speak Life Talks. You're gonna hear this a lot because a lot of these stories is, excuse me, is the reason why we're here right now today. But I took a couple of music classes, and then I met my homegirl, Elaine Essential. And
you slowly
what
start
you
to,
did.
you go forward with what you see, and you allow things to come to you, and they build on the character that you already are.
yeah,
Because and it's crazy how you explain your story, because I didn't take the music class, but I just started to get around people who were doing music.
mm-hmm.
And I used to just touch elbows. I show up I used to always be in the clubs.
Mm-hmm.
I touch elbows with artists, promoters, and I just be like, okay, what y'all got going on? We got this showcase, that showcase. Even before I started rapping, I just show up to see what's what. I've always been competitive. So when I saw what was going on, I'm like, I could do this.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got access to studios. Then we got access to clubs, then shows, and it just built from there. But I mean, it was always, you played a pivotal role, because even in my hard head days, you always on my neck. Like, when are you going to the studio? Why the fuck you ain't show up at the damn show?
I'm still on your neck.
Still on that. You a big sister. That's a big sister.
And I'm on it harder now because we're in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And Milwaukee was our teaching ground, so.
That was gladiator school. That's what
right.
I call it. That was gladiator school. You have to learn how to survive, but now that you're here, you know how to function on your own individuality and build on stuff.
I'm praying. I'm still learning. It ain't.
We never stop learning.
It ain't easy. I be tripping. I gotta say this. I laugh at a lot of people on social media who really think that I'm rich as fuck. I'm not.
Let me say this. Wait. Just because I live in Atlanta does not mean
you made it.
Money.
No, I made it here.
It's expensive living here. First off, to do anything, you have to have money. Driving alone is a tank of gas. So I'm mad you just stuffed that damn watermelon in your mouth on camera. Like, when nobody gonna see this shit. I'm your little brother, so I gotta point out that type of bullshit. But yeah, just because we in Atlanta don't mean we got money, man. This shit is not, because she would have called me out. And it would have been way worse. Damn, bro. I'd be like, oh shit.
Anyway, so yeah, getting back to the topic at hand.
I went back to the topic,
brother, man. Anyway, it was good, juicy. Yeah, what were we talking about? Because you bogus. How you gonna?
Yeah.
Hey, that's what little brothers do. But yeah, we was talking about being in Atlanta and people think you got money.
Yeah, I'm not rich. Okay. And then this is another thing. People trip me out with the, you don't got kids. You should be blah, blah, blah. I have still bills. That ain't still. Responsibilities. I still have to maintain. So, my money don't work like your money. Okay, like it has to make sense. Otherwise, I ain't doing shit. Yeah.
Especially out here, you can't just be like, I'm finna go do some shit because I got the money for it. Everything has to be calculated out here.
What I will say though is, being so far away from home for almost 6 years now, it has really grown me up. It has taught me more about responsibilities, more about being an adult, more about, you can't just say, I don't want to do it, and don't do it because you don't do it. You don't make no damn money. And you playing catch up for 2 or 3 days. I know, because,
And if it's long enough, it'll be 2 or 3 weeks, then 2 or 3 months.
I'm still learning.
That's why people come to Atlanta and get swallowed. They get swallowed by this city because they think it's the same rules. Like, no, you got to adjust to any plans.
Nope. And you can't play that victim role, because everybody out here everybody got a story. Right. Everybody is going through something or has gone through something. What that mean?
Everybody got something they got in the way yet.
Either you gonna do it or you gonna take your ass back home to your comfort zone. And I love, don't get me wrong, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I love my hometown. But for where I want to go in life, I don't see too much of me being there. No, how can I say this without feeling like I'm disrespecting y'all?
Your growth wasn't gonna be something
Exactly.
bigger. To be something bigger than where you at, you have to leave where you are.
Exactly that. Exactly. Yeah. And then there are things that I want to do for my family that I felt being back at home I couldn't do while I was there because of the comfort zone. Right. So music is what really, paved the way for that to take place. And now we here.
Now we're here.
So tell us about you and the music. What's been the process since you've been here? What's been
life?
Well, definitely in the midst of living, life happens. We know that.
It's just taking what I experienced and putting it in words, really.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing I've learned,
I'm
very cryptic in my lyrics. And once you know me, you'll understand it more. For the people that know me, they fully understand it because they can listen and understand the way that I live and be like, okay, I know exactly what he's talking about here. Mm-hmm. But for people that don't, I realize a lot of my music was above their head because it's like, okay, I caught it, but I missed it. But I mean, the process is just, I live my life for a certain amount of time, and then I had days where I'm just like, let me write. And on them days, I lock in, and it's just literally like me thinking about the experience that I've been through while I'm just living. None of my lyrics, like I don't do the hype rap. I don't care for that. It's just everything that's in here. That's my journal. That's really what it is. That's my journal. I write what I'm thinking, and it's what I feel. And someday, everybody listening, I get feedback on it all the time. And it's just like, it still amazes me. Like sometimes the comments I get.
Really?
Man, it still amazes me. I don't do the. I'm very incognito, man.
Incognito, I love it.
I'm very incognito. I'm an enigma. It's hard to understand me. That's why I did the album before Corey. It was called Enigma. Mm-hmm. I'm not easily understood. It's something that you really gotta sit down, and I gotta fuck with you to really let you get that deep into my mental. Like that shit ain't just coming out like, oh yeah, this is what I.
See what he's explaining, and I've said this to him, and it was funny because he confirmed it without me even knowing that other people have talked to him about it. So we're both spiritual individuals. We have our set beliefs, but we're basically on the same path with it. And as he was talking to me one day, and he was telling me about his life journey and stuff like that, I kept noticing this big motherfucker standing behind him. Now, like, again, if you're not spiritual, you wouldn't understand what I'm saying.
But if you know, you know.
But exactly, right. If you know, you know. So I told him the presence that comes with him, a lot of people wouldn't know how to deal with it because here it is, it's like this 7-8 foot tall entity. A presence, yeah. But then you got Corey.
You got Corey.
Right. You got Corey.
That's literally how you can explain it. Like in flesh, I'm Corey. That's the name that my mom gave me, my dad. But
when you get to know him,
once you get to know me, you develop that comfort. Once I kick my shoes off and I'm cool, you're gonna be like, okay, it's something to this one.
You're actually talking to Khing Ceaze. Yeah. That's literally who that individual is.
I'm a nerd. The best way I can compare it is Yu-Gi-Oh. If you know Yu-Gi-Oh, you know this shit. You get this little puny motherfucker, and then when it's time to go to war, that motherfucker get his shit right.
I don't know Yu-Gi-Oh, but I know Pokemon. Gotta catch him all. I traveled across the land, searching far and wide. How many of y'all know that?
They all know it.
I don't know that song, but Pokemon. That's what I know.
This motherfucking card.
When they started making Yu-Gi-Oh and Naruto, and like the most that I got close to any of that was Sailor Moon, and that was it.
Hey, you want to hear a story? That show used to piss me off every fucking morning at 6:30. Because my little sister would turn the fucking living room TV on.
And all you see is ponytails.
All I hear is Sailor Moon.
In slow motion.
And it used to piss me off because I'd be like, I want to go watch cartoons before I got to go get ready for school.
Yeah.
But this is the first shit I got to watch.
Pokemon, gotta catch him all. Okay, anyway.
I had all this shit, cereal, all this shit.
So
Oh, this a real podcast.
It's really real. I'm goofy in real life. I don't play games. Like a lot of people are in certain groups with me. I be talking and this is me in real life. This is us in real life. If you friends with us on Facebook, yeah. Anyway, I speak life, but I talk my shit. Let your faith evolve in the process. Anyway, so we're gonna jump into this latest album that you created.
Before you say that, I'm gonna say this. I take pride in that album. That's why I named it Corey, because it was a more human-based, music-based. Like it was more in tune with what was really in my life at that time. A lot of music, you see Blue here, that's the motivation behind it. Like it was just, from the time I met her, like she found out what I did. She was in the studio. If she felt like this had to go a little harder, hey, look.
I get to talk to you a little bit more now.
Yeah, she far from just behind the scenes, man. She branching. I tell her, man, and I say this for any man with a queen on his side, man. Do not be afraid to let your queen take charge. Do not be afraid to let her take charge, for the simple fact.
Speak life.
They have something called intuition that I have to learn about my damn self.
Hey.
But that motherfucker don't lie. That motherfucker do not lie. It's the scariest shit when you lay down and think about it at night, but that motherfucker do not lie. That motherfucker tell you who the fuck you need to be around, who you don't need to be around. If I had to listen to intuition 2015, I'd probably be 3 years ahead of my career right now. I ain't gonna dive too much into that. But,
all right. That's
yeah, she real hands.
Kudos to you. I love it. And we gonna touch bases a little bit more. I'm glad you're here because we get to talk, woman to woman. I do a lot of talking with men. I do a lot of talking with women too, but not that often do I have this type of camaraderie. So we're gonna talk a little more after this song. We did the promo with the single Vibe. So tell me about Vibe.
Vibe. It just, from the time I met her, like it was just I wanted her in my presence. Like that's her. Like where she at? Like I don't even care about the rest of y'all. Like, get drunk as y'all want to, do what the fuck y'all want to do. Where she at? And I mean, she always set that tone for me to be me. That's the biggest thing for me. Like she don't. My weirdness, my nerdiness, my business days, my days where I don't feel like doing shit. She deal with that shit, and she's always her stuff. Don't get me wrong, like she have her days just like I have mine, but she's still that vibe when I need it. You feel me? Like if she see me going through some shit, if I get a fucked up text on some business shit, I don't give a fuck what she mad about. She'll come and be like, "What's wrong?" And we talk about that, and just having her there to be able to talk to and vent to, and her perspective is aimed at getting me where I want to be, not where she want to be, not where everybody else on social media trying to be, but where I want to be.
Right.
And she shoots back like, "No, if you're gonna do it that way, do this."
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Jay.
I got me one, coach.
That's what's up. So we're about to play his single, one of his singles off the album, Corey. We're gonna talk more about the album, but this is Vibe by who?
Khing Ceaze.
Don't take all day either. Play. I know, right?
Ain't with all the extras, she gon' play it smooth. Shorty, you a vibe and you be a hey, shorty be the vibes, yeah, shorty she a move. Talking about life, about to burn another wood. Ain't with all the extras, she gon' play it smooth. Shorty, you a vibe and you be a whole boy. Shorty she the vibe, shorty she a move. Shorty she the vibe, yeah, shorty she a move. Talking about life, about to burn another wood. Shorty be the vibe, yeah, shorty she a move. Hey, we go wherever fits, pop the question, you my bitch. We both from the trenches, bigger visions. We just grinding to get rich. Hit my line when you upset, just don't be on no petty shit. I'ma speak on how I feel, just don't be ready telling shit. Rock with you rock with me. Honesty and loyalty. You accept this off of here and out, and baby, we gon' need a lot of pressure in my daily life. But some shit they don't see. How much this shit can break you down, damn, it make it hard to sleep. Every nigga needs somebody who can be that great escape. Lead a yo and hit her up at 3 a.m. She make the plates. We don't flex behind the scenes, we pop out right in their face. Energy be off the chain, hear exactly what you're saying. Look in your eyes and feel your soul, completely understand. We work together just to hustle, come out with the upper hand. No matter what we do together, vibing, not always shorty be the vibes, yeah, shorty she a move. Talking about life, about to burn another wood. Ain't with all the extras, she gon' play it smooth. Shorty you a vibe, yeah, you be a whole move. Yeah, shorty she a vibe, shorty she a move. Shorty she a vibe, yeah, shorty she a move. Talking about life, about to burn another wood. Shorty be the vibe, yeah, shorty she a move. Shorty she the vibe, shorty she a move. Shorty she the vibe, yeah, shorty she a move. Talking about life, about to burn another wood. Shorty be the vibe, yeah, shorty she a move. Hey, shorty be the vibe, yeah, shorty she a move. Talking about life, about to burn another wood. Ain't with all the extras, she gon' play it smooth. Shorty you a vibe, yeah, you be a whole move. Yeah, shorty she the vibe, shorty she a move. Shorty she the vibe, yeah, shorty she a move. Talking about life, about to burn another wood. Shorty be the vibe, yeah, shorty she a move.
Hey, get off the screen. Dope. Shorty, she a vibe. Shorty, she a move. Jay. No. Hey, vibe. Hey, mood.
Hey.
How you doing, girl?
I'm good. How are you?
How you doing, girlfriend?
I'm good.
Ain't it good to be a vibe in the mood?
Show it.
Y'all finna cut it.
You want to leave now?
No.
Okay, cool.
Sitting right here.
How you doing, boo?
I'm good. How are you?
So I'm great. Like I'm happy you're here. I'm happy you're that kind of woman. I'm happy. How old are you, by the way?
21.
21.
I'll be 22 in October.
I'm trying to figure out what I was doing in 21. Oh, married. Anyway, girl, listen. Tell me about yourself. Tell me, like, what do you do?
I'm a makeup artist and a hairstylist.
Y'all see the blue?
Okay.
Come on in a little bit closer.
A lot of.
And she got some great, like, but it's perfect. Like, she did that. I can.
Thank you.
You gonna do my hair?
I got you.
Please, because what's going on up under here? Not cool. But look, just so like, how do you feel like from the time you met him to now? Like,
that's going on 7 months.
It's
It's not that I couldn't stand you. So when I first met him, I met him at work.
Okay,
you know,
you put me on that gig. The photo gig you put me on.
Yeah.
So you kind of like had your hand.
It's so funny, man. Wow.
So
Wow.
the first time he came in, apparently I wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
Then the second time he came in, they just so happened to be on my table.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to somebody at the time, made sure it was known. Yeah, we could be friends, but you know, I got my little person right now, and that friendship just grew really, and he's grown a lot, and I'm proud to see where he's going.
Do you feel like he's inspired you?
He has. He has really pushed me to find out what I want to do and do it. He's really pushing me. Like right now, I'm not working, and he's more like, get your company up, start doing what you want to do. You need to sit down and plan everything out. So I'm grateful to have somebody that allows me to do that.
I'm grateful to hear that too. Being that you guys are so young, you know, the media will look at your situation and be like, y'all don't know love. Y'all don't know, you know what I'm saying? And it's only 7 months. And I feel like at times you can't, in this physical realm where everybody loves conformity, they're accustomed to the traditional time, whatever that may be.
Right.
Everybody puts limits on themselves in regards to what they can accomplish, how long before they can accomplish it. If they don't accomplish it in their time, they consider themselves a loser, a failure, whatever the case. And that's not how this thing called life works.
At all.
Excuse me. Honestly, you just never know, you know. And to be honest, I knew his situation before you, and I pray for my brother. And I'm being honest because it's not to say nothing against, you know, the young lady.
Hard, man. And,
you know,
sometimes it get played with, and I can't help it because I'm the type of person when I meet you and I say I got you, it's 100%.
Exactly.
It's not. I'm gonna give you half and see what you. I don't know how to have do shit.
Exactly.
If I say I'm a rock with you, I'm a rock with you, and it's on you to return it.
So, I mean, when he told me about you, I have my doubts. You know, I'm asking questions like, nope, nigga, sit your ass back, wait. You know, don't move too fast. But us being cancers, we're gonna do what we want to do. I can say certain things all day, but we're gonna do it. Yeah. You know, and just listening to how things have elevated since then, because his conversation was always about what he had to do. Yeah. You know, and I saw it transition to we, or my woman, or my other half, or like, and I'm like, oh, okay, he's serious. All right, let me scale back and see how this works. Right. You know, and the best part about it is, evolving, evolution. Like, what's the purpose of being in each other's life if one or the other or both are not learning something? You're supposed to water each other.
Absolutely.
I ain't gotta say nothing else. you got it. And women, we do mature, and I have to say it like that because when we were younger, we were mature. Yeah. And as we got older, we matured. We have to enunciate the T. Yep. So, but we mature faster than men. Some of us, a lot of them are still like wretched and lost. Yeah, and I mean,
it's still about fun to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. But no, I see growth. I met you, at that place. Yeah. And I saw what I needed to see, which removed me because it was like, I could, but one thing I'm about is people handling their business. And if they're not handling their business in a professional way, doesn't matter the ethnicity. If your business is foul, your business is foul. I got to move around because my integrity is intact and I got to do whatever I need to do to keep my shit together. And I can't involve who I have behind me coming in because then they're going to look at me like, what? Right. So I'm glad you guys moved away from that. And it allowed you guys to get closer mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I want y'all to keep doing exactly what you're doing because as young individuals, there are others looking at you whether you know it or not. Older and younger, And you could be a great inspiration to so many people. Well, why not? I don't know what the future. I don't know what the future holds, so I can't speak on that. But I can't speak on the present. Yeah, and y'all doing a damn good job. I see y'all in person, so I can say that. Yeah. I can't speak for social media. Social media do what the hell they want to do. Right. I see y'all in person, and I'm proud of them.
Because we're not the couple that's gonna put everything out there. Even though we are starting a YouTube.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, we're starting our YouTube channel soon, just sharing our journey with spirituality, our relationship, and different aspects therein. Mm-hmm. But we're not really the types to put our day-to-day life out there. Like, that's one thing I love about her, because when she met me, she always said, like, you forever to yourself. Until I get to where I want to be, then I can share that in a positive way. But,
and even then, you can't even share that with too many people because they don't deserve you. That's the importance about not being accessible to everybody.
In today's culture, while you're in the process of building and growing, you got a lot of people that's looking to criticize everything you do. And sometimes that can get to me as an introvert, it gets to me a lot. Mm-hmm. If I share a link and it get 10 likes, I'm like, man, that ain't where I need to be. You know what I'm saying? Or anything. I could wake up tomorrow and just feel like something's not in place the way I would want it to be. Mm-hmm. And she picked up on that. But she's my reminder that as long as we're making progress, we're doing something. She pushed me every day to get up and do it. My goal every day is wake up and get something done. If I go to work, it's bringing some money in, so I'm getting something done. But with her, it's just, I got to wake up and get something done every day.
So with that being said, this next song that we're going to on your latest album, Corey, right? It's entitled Good Love, featuring, I'm not sure, I can't see the name that it's featuring.
Young Major.
Tell me about that song.
That song happened. Shout out Jones and Roses, man. He made that happen. And I mean, it was just a song that he had in his catalog. And he had been begging me to do it for a month. It literally was one of them, like, bro, I'm not dropping this to you on here. I'm not. I need you on here, bro. Like, I just need you. I'm like, I don't do R&B music.
Okay.
That's my favorite song out there.
It is.
It is.
Look, you see how the universe be working? I was rushing and I was like, I'm gonna just pull some songs. Like, I think this was nice. We already heard Vibe. And look, the missus is in the building and she tells me that that's her favorite song. See? I got you. All right, listen.
But I mean, everything was just, it was from the heart. It was where I was starting over. That's why I looked at it. When I wrote Corey, it was me starting over. So I'm like, first thing I'm gonna start with is me. What am I dealing with? What am I seeing every day? What am I looking at? How am I feeling? Where's your mental? And that's what Corey was about. Just pouring out, okay, this is me. Now it's time to get the next project, now it's time to get back to King. Like, it's time to talk my shit, but I had to get that off my chest first. So Good Love was basically just, I played around with it, but I still was me. You know what I mean? It was an experiment. Let me see if I could do this. When I seen I could do it, I'm like, Corey got finished. A lot of people don't know. Me and Drums pretty much, Good Love started because we started writing to that at the house. And when I wrote the verse, I'm like, I don't really like it. He sent something else. After that, it was every day. It was like, let's go to the studio. And when she started coming in the studio, it was just, the energy was right. It was easier to write. It was more motivation. Good Love is exactly what he said. Good love.
And on that note,
well, I think that's gonna go one way. It's gonna go left real quick. They were like, "Oh shit!" Wait a minute.
Yeah, Khing Ceaze with Good Love right here on Speak Like Talk. Play beat.
Drums and roses. I know you sick of them lines. What's your name and what's your sign? But soon as he buy that wine, watch me creep up from behind. Now look, truly you fine. I am digging your design. Would I be disrespectful if I fucked you from behind? Cause look, mama, you fine. Still think you all that. Yeah, you got a nigga, so what? Miss me with all that. Don't give me your number, I call, but if he call back, you ain't got a trip. I got your back like I'm your bra strap. I treat you like my main girl. Fuck you like my side bitch. You gon' say my name, girl, when I be all inside it. Cause I know how to treat you. Your exes couldn't keep up. Pull up like I'm valid. Swipe you like my visa on everything. And I know this might sound a little crazy. I just wanna keep this on the low like a lazy. I just wanna throw this D on you like my caddy ride. Say my number in your phone is your cousin on your daddy's side. To the bed, we nut and get back to head. I got that good love, girl, you didn't know. I got that good love, girl, you didn't know. I got that good love, girl, you didn't know. From the kitchen to the bed, we nut and get back to head. I got that good love, girl, you didn't know. I got that good love, girl, you didn't know. I got that good love, girl, you didn't. So what's it gonna be, him or me? We can do New Orleans or somewhere overseas. I can fuck you in this bathroom, in this Airbnb, or take all of your watches, flood them up with BBs, or hey, she in love with a gangster, she know it come with the tricks. She filthy, that's why I love her, she suck it after I kiss her. Ain't on Twitter, but the business get handled, we never mention. But her pussy always ready whenever we try and kick it. She can get it, yeah, she know it, that freaky shit, yeah, I'm for it. That look up in her eyes, I'll be a fool if I ignore it. Texting with her buddies, knock it out, I'm trying to floor it. Catch her rise while I'm digging her down, I'm letting her know it. From the kitchen to the bed, we nut and get back to head. I want breakfast, but she rather wake up and smoke hella strands. And I love it, most of y'all could never really understand, but the difference between us, me and her got a plan. Catch her rise while I'm digging her down, I'm letting her know it. I got that good love, girl, you didn't know. I got that good love, girl, you didn't know. I got that good love, girl, you didn't know. Catch her rise while I'm digging her down, I'm letting her know it. I got that good love, girl, you didn't know. I got that good love, girl, you didn't know. I got that good love, girl, you didn't know.
But the music in the background, y'all didn't hear that. Y'all didn't hear that. Don't pay no mind to it. On my iPhone hating. Like, anyway, that music in the background. What song was that? How's she singing? Sing it. I'm so sick of being lonely. Every night around the man is out with his homies. I wanna know how it feels to be love. Dude, I'm surprised I did that. Cause I'm getting over a cold, y'all. Yeah, that was at the wedding.
That was dope. That was dope.
You doing your thing.
I appreciate it.
Shit right now.
But I came back with a
That's what
okay.
We from the Midwest. Every time we change the climate,
man, and I don't know why, but being back at home that weekend, the weather was so much hotter than it was.
That's lovely because we went. It was all gray skies and it was fun. Man, it snowed in Chicago on the way back. I'm like, bro, we gotta get out of here.
I would never go back.
What time did y'all go?
Spring.
Well, I mean,
I thought we just came. It was
like April.
It was like the end of
Well, that's
April,
realistic. Yes, it can still happen out there.
I'm still never going to
Milwaukee, I love you. I'll come visit, but it won't be so long.
I'm coming to see mama.
Y'all weather bipolar.
It really is. I like blue skies and green trees.
Remember that, right? Remember that one time in November when we got a 70-degree day?
And then the next day, it snowed.
Not even that next day. It was later on that night. I remember seeing a chick at that time. Cheerleading outfits was in and I seen a chick walking out. She had on, I think it was blue and like a burnt orange. And you couldn't tell her nothing. The halter top, everything, and that thing just flapping. And I was like, later on that night, that wind smacked everybody. I was like, ooh, I know her coochie mad at her because it's cold. It's cold as anyway, but yeah. So yeah. But getting back to the album, what was the goal for your audience listening to the entire album?
To get an understanding of who I was. Enigma it hit, but it didn't catch. You feel me? Corey was more so a tell-off. Like I said, my music is my journal. That's where I've been. If you really want to know what I'm going through, go listen to any project and tell you exactly what I was going through in that time of my life. It's just like if you go back to the mixtapes, you can hear it all in there. Life wasn't about shit then, because I was lost.
So do us a favor. Run it down. Give us the titles of all of your projects, so that everybody know. Like, this is.
I'm finna go all the way back.
Been doing this.
Let's see, 2011, my first mixtape before I knew about compression and EQing. The one I did in the basement, that was Trap Minded. Trap Minded that was back when we was burning CDs, putting them in the sleeve and selling them at the barbershops.
Oh God.
After Trap Minded, 2011, I started studying the business more. Because my first time in the studio was with Black Diamond. He was Black Diamond.
I remember we were supposed to have done a song together.
We used to record right off of Sherman Mill Road. That was the first time I was actually in the studio. Because everybody was in the same little warehouse. But the first thing they told me in that studio session was, your lyrics is there, but your delivery not confident. So when you're confident, come back. And after that, I was locked out the studio like Louisiana. I was recording in his room when his son was a baby, so we trying to record songs, tend to the baby. And then 2013, after I had studied the business a little bit more, got to know the Milwaukee music scene, that was when I came with the Other Side of Sanity. A lot of people don't even know about the Other Side of Sanity, but that's still one of my favorite mixtapes to go back and listen to. That had Mind Gone. I wasn't an addict. I had a habit of using substances. You feel me?
Okay.
And
I didn't know him around that.
Yeah, I had a lot going on. I was going through bad depression, severe depression. like to the point where I was like confused about why I was even here.
Mm-hmm.
And they had got bad. That was some dark times in my life, but that's why it was at the other side of sanity. Like I was literally like just partying and trying to forget everything. But then when you wake up, it's still there. So what did I do? Try to numb everything.
Mm.
But after the other side of sanity, in 2015, I released. It was on April 20th, 420, one of my favorite holidays. But I dropped the change of season, and just because.
I remember the albums. Mm-hmm.
Change of season was my transformation because that's when I first started diving into what they call the occult studies. Why they call them that, I have no idea. But I started studying metaphysics and things of the spiritual nature. And that was when I first found out that my family was tied into Masons and other organizations. So I started to study that a little bit more. As I learned more, the more I learned about life and not understanding red pill, blue pill. Once you cross that rabbit hole, there's no going back.
Exactly.
So I was trying to run from it and just get back to a normal. I just want to stay on the block and chill. Like I don't really want to get into all of this.
Right.
But I had already crossed that threshold. So just because. Like I was in the room one night, I had a bunch of instrumentals. I'm like, I'm just gonna go. And after 2015, if you know, you know. If you don't, we tell you on another episode, but you know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I'm saying? That was my cocoon. That was where I became king. That was where I became the man I am developing into now because it taught me different things. It taught me that I really am alone in this world. You have people that come into your life, but those people are not responsible for your life.
That's true.
I had that bad blaming. If I hadn't went through this, I wouldn't have never had to do this. If I had, and that cocoon taught me like, no matter what you go through, you have the ultimate say so. And diving more deep into spirituality and everything that we walk in, I started to learn how to manipulate my life in a way that keeps it on track to where I want to go, despite where I've been.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still paying my karmic debt, but that's what comes with it. And the first step for me was owning it. And when you own that, it's just basically like, yo, I gotta get right back to it. The first mixtape I dropped after the cocoon was Smoke and Mirrors. Smoke and Mirrors, everybody was asking me, well, why you put a skull on there? That's not one of the positives. And I thought, oh my God, I just came out of one of the darkest times of my life.
Exactly.
Y'all just be thankful for that.
Y'all want to talk about graphics.
Y'all want to talk about my graphics. Like, y'all want to talk about a cover. But Smoke and Mirrors was just like exactly what it was. It was Smoke and Mirrors. Something to get people to listen to let them know I'm still here.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm coming back in a different fashion. And once I came back, a lot of people was like, okay, we hear you. But we got to see if you're serious.
Mm-hmm. And he crept back in on the scene so cold.
And it was one of the smoothest transitions back into the music scene just because I basically went missing for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't tell a lot of people what was going on. I wasn't the person to hop on here and say this, and I wasn't on all that. I'm just like, oh, let me do what I gotta do and get back to it.
Mm-hmm.
But when I get back to it, let me make sure I know more so I can do it better. And I mean, that's what it's been so far, just learning this business. It's not even about the music no more. I got the music. We got that down pat. But now you got to understand the business of it because this industry changes every single year. It's something that they add in to innovate it, but it ends up becoming the only source. Mm-hmm. Before the record labels had everything on lock. Then they introduced streaming. Now we got to study algorithms. You studying algorithms, you understand it's a numbers game. What's going to be next? I have no idea. So you just got to prepare for that and make sure that your product is there. Mm-hmm. It's like the streets to me.
Yeah.
You got to keep
I was never a street individual, but I have. It's crazy because I'm not a street individual, but I have street smarts. I've been told that too many times. I've dated men that have asked me, like, have you ever dated a drug dealer? No. If they was, I didn't know. But, you know, I'm just keen to certain things. You know, you have to pay attention to your surroundings. You got to know what you're getting yourself into. You got to know the people that's in that area. You know, once you're there, you know, You just got to be able to know your in and your outs.
Right.
So it is what it is.
I'm trying to think of the next one. Astral Planes. I don't even know if you heard that one.
I don't think I heard that one.
Astral Planes was a mixtape, and I dropped it just to pour out what was on my brain at that time. I was slipping back into a dark place, but I was fighting to stay up out of it. And so Astral Planes, I dove deep as I could just to purge out all of that. And then that's when we went. What was it? That's when we dropped It Was Written.
I remember that one.
It Was Written was amazing for me because that was the first full-length project that I did on my own, like recording. Drums and Roses did the majority of the production.
Shout out to Drums and Roses.
Shout out to Drums and Roses because he didn't have a major hand in it. He was around.
He's a co-producer too. I've been checking out some of his stuff on low key. I be listening to all the people that I follow on Facebook, and he's a co-producer. So if anybody needs some music, please
hit up Drums
and Roses.
He always ready to work. He gonna give
sometimes I think too ready.
Yeah, he anxious. He don't wait for nothing.
Like, sit your ass down, bro. You cold. Let some of them people come to you.
But after It Was Written, that's when I dropped all the singles. The majority of them singles was off of the mixtapes.
Okay.
Like NASA, middle of the block is off of Astral Planes. NASA was originally on Smoke and Mirrors, but then we came with Enigma and Corey, and now we back in the studio working on this next project. I don't even know I ain't even got a name for this.
That's fine.
I'm really just going through the writing process. Whatever beats come through, I'm recording to them and we seeing what fit.
So, in all that we've discussed, and it's so much history behind this right here that just having this one interview is not enough. We would literally be talking in all night. Like, and I know a lot of y'all got to go to bed or, go to the club or go to your significant others or go to your significant other's place or whatever, however y'all got to get down. But, yeah, this is bro. And I'm happy to call you sis. I'm happy that you're here. I am so happy that you getting this knucklehead Negro together. I ain't got to worry about it now. Like, that's like,
a lot of people don't know just how much shit I was involved in. Like,
and again, us cancers, we do what we want.
Yes.
But I'm proud of you, bro. I really am. Like, I'm glad that you came out here, you stuck to your guns, you created a plan for yourself, and you executed.
Still executed.
Regardless of the fact, no, because what you're not gonna do is talk down on anything that you're doing. You're not even gonna talk or find somewhat of a rebuttal. I'm gonna stop you, because in this life, we already know what the deal is. Like, it's easy to just say, fuck it all, I'm giving up. I want to go to my shell and cover up. Like, I've been there. I was doing this show. I've been wanting. I don't feel like it. But there are people waiting and watching. There are people looking up to you. There are people wanting to know what your next move is because you're inspiration to them. You are their reason to keep going.
And I'm learning that. Like I said, I'm surprised by some of the comments I get and the feedback I get. Just in the last 3 days, I'm in the process of starting this label. And I already got 3 artists that's like, whenever you start, bro, we finna go crazy. Free Lingo come home.
So it's not about the quantity. Because you can do
don't say it because
too much.
I'm finna have a moment because exactly what you finna say. I recently saw in the Kevin Gates interview.
And that's how you know it's confirmation. It's not about quantity, it's all about the quality.
Because they asked him why he don't put out more music. And he was like, I'd rather put out one quality project.
One good project than 10 bad.
Yeah.
It's about reaching those that need to hear that message. And one of the things that I try to tell a lot of the new artists coming into the game is like, I know you cold. you know you cold, you know, but you still, if you're really working on building your audience, it's important for you to give them something to grow on to, like latch on to. Don't put out a song and then just put out.
Yep, they're not gonna keep up.
If you oversaturating your fans with music, they don't have time to pick a song.
Right.
You always want a core fan base. It's hard to have a core fan base. It's hard having a core fan base when you dropping 20 songs in a week.
Yeah.
We out of them times. Gucci went crazy with it. Wayne went crazy with it. Because they could do that at that time. We didn't have nothing else to do. But nowadays, you really got to hit your fans with a brand. It's not about just music no more. Your brand has to represent something and give people something to look forward to in life. We got BRMG, Born Real Media, and it's just, our brand is everybody is born with some type of talent. We want to be that bridge to whatever it is their dreams are. Whether it be photography, videography, modeling, graphic designs, rappers, producers, engineers, whatever it is, our goal is ultimately to help those individuals who are seeking opportunity find those opportunities and capitalize on those opportunities. Like, I want to get back into artist development because that's something that labels don't offer them. Nowadays, you got to come with it. So, in order to help new upcoming artists with that, BRG, we looking to partner with artists who are looking for videos, photos, studio time, promotion, shows, any of that. We got access to about 3 or 4 different clubs where we can call and say, look, this is what we want to do, and we're going to be able to do that. I mean, at the end of the day, I got to say this because it's sad that we still got to say this, but it's a business.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is free. Nothing is free. You get a lot of people that's like, bro, look out for me. Bro, we can't look out for nobody because we got to look out for ours.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't stress that enough. Like, you get a lot of people that want handouts. I've never asked for a handout.
Ooh.
I've never come with, oh, can you do this for me? It's always been business. Like, if I didn't have the money for it, I offer the service. Okay, well,
exactly.
Can I book a photo shoot for you in return for this? You need a video done. You need graphics done. Whatever you need done.
Make it make sense.
Let me do something for you because you're doing this for me. It's the barter system. Cash isn't. Everybody's still flowing cash, man. Everybody got cash. End of the day, it's accessible to everybody. That's not a status. Status is who you know, what they do, and how far they can get you. Because you gotta have all the money in the world and not know the right people, and that money just sit there.
Yep.
You gotta know money in the world and know the right people, and they can get you everywhere that the niggas with money can't get.
Mm.
But
get that clean on the nail.
It's one of the things where you gotta stay on top of it, man. Like I said, with music, it's all about brands. BRMG, everybody has a gift. And entertainment is what we want to do. We want to provide opportunities to people with the talent. Photography, videography, graphic designers, producers, engineers,
makeup artists.
Makeup artists, that's all that. She got Born Royal Modeling Group. That's her.
Why you didn't say nothing about that? No.
Because we're building Born Royal Hair Company.
I mean, that's fine, and I understand that, but nonetheless, it's still your company.
I mean, BRMG was an umbrella. We got Born Royal Media Group, Music Group, Mediation Group, Modeling Group. We trying to cover every aspect that we didn't have for what we want to do. Mm-hmm. So that way, people who want to do the same things that we want to do and have that same dream, we want to provide the resources for them to learn and accelerate rate. That way, we don't have to see a replay of what we went through, of people going out getting fucked over by promoters, DJs, clubs. Nah, like, come work with us, keep it square, and we're gonna get you there as long as you're willing to work.
Take care of people.
We take care of the motherfuckers that take care of us. Yeah. And I gotta say this: if you fuck us over, hey, we don't give a fuck about it, because it's business. If you bring bad business, we gonna cut you short, and that's gonna be that.
I respect you, but
I mean, yeah, like as long as you working, give me a reason. Give me a reason to believe in you. Like, that's it. If you give me a reason, if you can get on the stage and rap your ass off and hold the crowd, I'm believing. But if you get up there and you freeze, we should have a conversation. Because it's like, bro, you wasted my time and yours.
Exactly.
And I know that because I wasted I wasted your time running from the damn video. But hey,
I didn't want to say nothing. I was trying to be modest.
Like I just said, I don't want to see a replay of the shit that I done been through.
Yeah.
With people that actually wanted to help. I ran from everybody because of the circle I was around.
Mm-hmm.
I was around snakes. I already knew that. But I still was like, I can survive around snakes. It's the jungle. I'm good. But eventually, the snakes bite. When they bite, they fuck you up a little bit.
Yeah.
You can bounce back, but not all of it. Lucky for me, I was at about that.
Well, Ceaze, bro, Corey, I want to I just want to take this time and I want to say thank you for coming on the show. Like, thank you for always supporting me. You know, like, this is a, reciprocal situation. Like, I really value and appreciate, thank you. I really value and appreciate the people that, like, really take time out and, speak life into me and some of the things that I'm doing. Because a lot of people don't understand. All of this is not always as easy as it looks. Like, this
Ain't none of this shit.
Sometimes the soldier gotta get a breakdown
like
too.
people I'm going through even in the midst of pushing through, so it's like I can't let what I'm going through determine how I make my moves. I still got to go regardless, and it's people like you that I look up to myself because you believe in me just as much as I believe in you.
Right.
And we literally feed off of each other's energy to keep going. So thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you so much for supporting. Thank you so much for sharing. Excuse me, Jay. I wasn't gonna leave you out, baby, because like one of the things that I admire most about the things that I do is I genuinely love to speak life into people. And I mostly love to speak life into those who don't speak much. Simply because I used to be one of those women. When I was out there performing, a lot of the times I would get on the stage, do my thing, and then leave, won't say nothing. Or in my regular life, working, I do my job, I won't say anything. I didn't know how to utilize my voice. I didn't know if I would be too loud or too low, or if what I was saying wasn't getting across. Right. And a lot of times that was because of certain things that I went through in my childhood growing into adulthood. And no one like literally gave me the keys or the passages or,
Yeah.
So I'm figuring it out all by myself. And coming to Georgia 6 years and running now, I can honestly say that I'm at a point where my confidence level has skyrocketed. I talk a lot of shit. And I can back it up. But the most important thing is that I love myself enough to forgive myself for my flaws and understand that I'm not perfect in the form. Well, my guy friend says you shouldn't say that, so I won't say that. I'm pretty sure he's still watching, because I'm perfect for him. But I will say, it's beautiful once you really start accepting you. When you remove the chitter chatter that goes in our minds, the stuff that people have said, the things that we've been through experiencing in our life growing up, we allow that stuff to stay with us so much that it becomes true. And it's not. It's just their own understandings, because no matter how or what we say, they saw something in you that they wish they would have just acted on a little bit more in their life, and they let time pass them. It's okay, because I feel like as long as you're still here on this earth, you have the time to change things. People always say that old dog can't teach old dogs new tricks. Yeah. It's not that you can't teach them, it just takes longer for it to stick with them.
Right.
So what I'm going to say to you, young woman, while you're here, open up. You're beautiful. You're powerful. You have everything you need to acquire the success that God has in place for you. You really don't have to wait on anybody, because it's there and it's all over you. Thank God you have someone that actually allows you to blossom, because you're blossoming. You are slowly and surely, but you are blossoming. But start looking at yourself a little bit more in that mirror. The mirror is your best friend from here on out. Talk to yourself, spend time with her. Tell her, girl, you look good today. Or tell her, girl, I don't like how that look. Girl, did you just make that? Did you just make that decision? You know, spend time with yourself, because that's the person that's going to tell you the truth. Ask yourself, no, ask God, show me. Reveal me to me. And you'll be all right. Okay?
Okay.
Always got to spend a little time and speak life into the masses. So, is there anything that you guys want to share before we close this out?
And besides the YouTube, which probably be launching at the beginning of next year. We just launched the BRNG website. We had those links up later. Other than that, man, I'm back in the studio. I'm just recording right now. Not really structuring projects, but just recording just so that way I can get back into the vibe of everything. You know, when you drop a project, a lot of people don't know that process of releasing a project. That is a lot of stress, because you got a lot of aspirations for it, and if it don't hit where you think it should have hit, it kind of sets you back, and you got to reanalyze everything. But I'm realizing that it's not up to us as artists. We just got to keep coming with the product.
Yep.
It's our job to stay in the studio, keep talking to people, because they listen. They listen. Anybody that's checking their stats, even if it's 2 listeners, somebody listening. And eventually somebody is going to grow into the multitude of the masses. And when they do, you just got to be ready for it. So for me right now, it's all about just getting into the habit, staying in the studio, staying on top of business, and just being a better me every day. That's it.
That's the message. Be a better you. And all of that you said, be a better you.
Pay attention to that energy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Energy never lies.
I'm gonna say this. I'm learning to listen to that voice. I'm learning to listen to that voice. If you walk in a room and that voice saying, "Ain't no reason for us to be here,"
Get out.
Don't hear that.
Okay.
Don't give no excuse. Or I gotta talk to such and such before I leave. Or I told what man we was not like get up out of here, because there's something else for you. It'll find you.
Anything you want to say, babe?
I just want to thank you.
You're welcome.
Everything.
No problem. Look, again, this Speak Life platform is a no judgment zone. Once you're here, your family, we're going to talk about it all. Any and every damn thing. So please understand, by the time you come back on here, you're going to be more vocal. You're going to have more to say, because you're going to be walking in your life. You're going to be walking in your gifts. And it's going to be time where the spotlight is only fitting for you. So go ahead and get ready. Because one thing I can say, and I ain't tooting my own horn, I ain't trying to be like, but because I thank God for who I am, and I know who I am, and I'm growing confident in that. There is no person that will come into my presence that I won't speak life into that won't change. Yeah. So on that note, I want to tell y'all, I want to acknowledge one of my business friends, my homegirl, Quinn. I was going to make a promo video, but I didn't have time. So moving forward, you're going to see a lot more of the company. My homegirl, CEO Quinn, or boss lady to you on IG everywhere. She is in preparation of opening her restaurant. It's entitled the Blue Marlin Bistro. I'm excited as she promoted me to be her assistant operations manager, and I'm also the headlining entertainer for the restaurant. More details to come. However, tomorrow we will be vendoring at Afro Soca Love out here in Atlanta, Georgia. So if you are in Atlanta, Georgia, please bring yourselves out to support. It will be up on all my pages. Shout out to CEO Quinn, and shout out to don't hurt yourself. You good? Yeah. And shout out to Chef Showtime. He is the chef, the executive chef for the restaurant. And let me tell y'all, The food. Jesus, this man can cook. Oh my God, like, I kind of hate that I'm upset that I'm missing it a little bit, but I had to be here to make sure this interview ran so well, and I'm so excited that it did. But God damn, when I tell y'all in for a treat if you come down to Afro Soca Love Fest tomorrow in Atlanta, Georgia. It's dope. It's a huge event where there are like vendors all over the world that will be there, and a couple other things that are taking place. But the Blue Marlin Bistro will definitely be in the place. I believe it's from 11 a.m. to 3. There's going to be an after party. But again, I'm going to have the information posted up on my personal page as well as the Speak Life Talks podcast page. So make sure you guys tune in for that. I always open my show and close my show with my single. It's entitled Speak Life. I released it actually last year. It was in regards to the pandemic and everything that took place with George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and countless other individuals that have lost their lives to, police brutality. So I am closing us out with that song, but I'm gonna tell y'all, like I always tell you. Wait, again, thank y'all for coming to the show, coming on the show. Sharing. There's gonna be another time because, like I said, we got so much history.
I want to say.
We ain't got time.
Shout out to my daughter. Shout out Malachi. Gang.
Oh, and shout out to Get It Done Management, and also shout out to Buddy. Buddy actually produced Speak Life, so shout out to him, Buddy, my buddy. Yeah. And yeah, we about to head on out. If I can actually get to the song, but I'm gonna say this like I tell everybody: I am the one, the only one, Jackie B. Again, if you haven't, please follow me on every platform at Just Speak Life. And remember to speak life into yourself and others, but most importantly, remember to speak life into yourself first, because if you don't believe in what you're saying, how in the hell can you expect anybody else to? Love y'all.
You and I have to let the man know is we are peaceful people. We are loving people. We love everybody who loves us. But we don't love anybody who doesn't love us. We're nonviolent with people who are nonviolent with us. But we are not nonviolent with anyone who is violent with us.
History, life in quarantine. Nowhere to hide. It's worldwide. We can agree to disagree, but it don't matter now. This is life. We can chill face to face and debate what is fact and what has been a lie. We can pull every card and go hard with the truth, yet be brutalized. All said and done, what we have and what we won't bring back alive. All we really need to do is hang on and speak life.
To bring about the complete independence of people of African descent here in the Western Hemisphere, and first here in the United States, and bring about the freedom of these people by any means necessary.
In every way, let the people see, let them see, and make sure you know you're right. Oh, when you speak, don't believe, no, this is your defeat. Don't incriminate your mind. Without that hand, when it's all said and done, what we have and what we won't bring back alive. on. Will you fight? It's time. Yeah.
But when someone attacks you, when someone comes at you with a club, when someone comes at you with a rope, when someone comes at you with a gun, despite the fact that you've done nothing, he tells you, suffer peacefully. Pray for those who use you despitefully. Be long-suffering. And how long can you suffer after suffering for 400 years?